Part 1. The First Signs. I never planned to be here. The deserted hospital looked like a forgotten place, but I had a job, a missing persons case. They said a man named Daniel Cray vanished months ago, last seen here deep in this decrepit building. I walked the sterile, cold halls, flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. The place had an odd smell, sickly, like something was rotting in the walls. I found the room marked with a name, Patient 44. A shiver ran through me as I entered. The bed was unmade and medical equipment sat unused. I couldn't shake the feeling I wasn't alone. Then I noticed the journal. It was open, the last entry written in a frantic hand. It's in my head. I hear it. It knows my memories. Suddenly, I felt it, like something was crawling in my mind. Something familiar, yet wrong. I turned, but there was no one there. My heart raced. Was it a memory of mine? The journal's words echoed in my head, and the walls seemed to close in. I left the room, my footsteps echoing in the silence, but something followed. I couldn't see it, but I felt it. It was watching. Part 2. The Whispering Fog. The halls stretched endlessly, twisting into dark corridors I hadn't noticed before. I thought I saw shadows moving out of the corner of my eye, but every time I looked, nothing was there. My breath quickened, the cold air biting at my skin. I paused, listening. A faint whisper. It was just a murmur, low and distant. But it was there. I followed the sound, my legs stiff with unease. It grew louder as I turned a corner. The whispering sounded familiar. It was like a voice I had known, a voice from my past. Then I saw it, a fog, thick and creeping, curling around the floor and rising up in tendrils. It wasn't natural, not like any fog I had seen. It moved with purpose, almost sentient. The air grew heavy, thick with tension. The whispering intensified, filling my mind with fragments of memories I didn't recognize. I tried to step back, but my legs wouldn't move. The fog reached me, cold and invasive, seeping into my skin. My heart pounded as the fog seemed to pull at my thoughts. I gasped. The voice. Was that me? Part 3. Fractured Memories. I stumbled, disoriented, my mind struggling to hold on to clarity. The fog lingered in the corners of my thoughts like a shadow that refused to leave. My flashlight flickered, casting unsettling shadows against the walls. I was losing control. The whispers had transformed into a constant hum in the back of my mind, like the static of a broken radio. I tried to recall my investigation, the missing person, Daniel Cray, but the memory was fading. It was slipping away like sand through my fingers. Then I saw it, an old, cracked mirror on the wall. My reflection didn't look right. I moved closer, but the man in the glass wasn't me. His eyes were wide, filled with terror. He mouthed words I couldn't hear. The moment I blinked, my own face returned. Was I losing myself, or was something else taking my place? Suddenly, it hit me. The parasite, the memory-riding parasite that had been mentioned in the journal. Could it be real? A sharp pain shot through my head, and I gasped as everything blurred. My past, my very identity, was unraveling before me. Part 4. The Crawling Darkness. I had to get out. The hospital felt like a labyrinth now, every corner stretching farther than the last. My pulse raced as my thoughts fractured. Were these my memories, or were they false? The fog followed me, persistent, whispering my name. No, not my name. Someone else's. I stumbled into a storage room, the air musty and stale. I turned the light on, but the bulb flickered, casting erratic shadows that danced across the walls. A sudden wave of nausea hit me. I couldn't breathe properly. My chest felt tight, as if something was pressing down on it. That's when I saw the black veins. They crawled up my arm, thin lines of darkness spreading like ink through water. They pulsed, alive, moving in a pattern that made no sense. Panic set in as the realization dawned. I was infected. The parasite, it had already taken root. A voice in my mind echoed, but it wasn't my own. You're not who you think you are. You never were. I fell to my knees, gasping for air, but the voice wouldn't stop. Part 5. The Truth Revealed. The truth hit me like a freight train. I wasn't investigating a missing person. I was the missing person. Daniel Cray. The parasite had erased my memories, making me believe I was someone else. All the years, all the cases, the life I thought I had, it was a lie. I tried to stand, but the weight of the parasite was too much. It controlled me now, feeding off my thoughts, warping my sense of self. The whispers were clearer now, repeating fragments of my life I couldn't remember, pieces of a puzzle I would never be able to put together. It showed me everything. The hospital, the fog, the journal, it had all been set up for me, a trap to pull me back, to bring me here, to face what I had become. The parasite didn't just ride memories, it replaced them. And I was its host. I reached the exit, but it was no longer an escape. The doors slammed shut and the fog filled the room, engulfing me. There was no running from it. There never was. I was Daniel Cray, and I would never leave this place.